Stick welding in construction. Majority in construction, they will be using 70-18 rods, anywhere from the 1/8" rods to the 3/32 rods, depends on what they're working on. Stick welding is a process that they use a lot in construction, family, a lot, especially when it comes to erecting buildings, anywhere from single story on to multi-story buildings. They use the 70-18 rod because it has an alloy in it that can move without cracking. So that's always a plus when they're doing stick welding in the field. For those who are thinking about jumping into the stick welding in construction, I want to throw a couple prices out there, a couple numbers out there for you. So right now I have noticed that if you can pass the 3G and 4G unlimited 1-inch coupon, they are actually starting people out around $26. $26 plus per diem. Now that's in Arkansas. If you can pass the 1-inch coupon test and you're willing to do travel construction in the field, that's what they're paying. Each area is different, so keep that in mind. But construction is where it's at. If you're gonna dive into the construction field, just think about it, no matter what city or state you go into, the pay varies, but you can be a beginner. If you can pass that test, you can start out on an average around $26. To me, I think that's not bad at all. So in construction, they're going to do a lot of fixed welding, meaning you can't take it out of the position it's in. So you're going to be doing vertical up, overhead, horizontal, and flat in the construction field because they can't actually move the piece once it's there. Now, certain things they can be able to do on a standard flat or horizontal, but you will run across doing the overhead and vertical. That's why it's critical for them to learn vertical welding. This is what I got him working on, is vertical welding. Very critical. Because if you can get the vertical welding down, overhead is just like flat. So just keep that in mind. If you can get the 3G down or 3F down, you got the rest. Just remember, once you learn flat and overhead is similar. What you think? Yes. Flat and overhead is similar. But that 3G or that 3F going uphill, you got to work with that a little bit. But once you get it though, you get it. You got it. That's why I have them really working on this 3G, because once they get it, family, they got it, especially in construction. So I wanted to talk about that because one of my students, his goal is to jump into the construction field. And like I say, I know you can get anywhere from $20 to $26 an hour. Now, it depends on the company. It depends on what company you work with. Every company got a different budget or a different percentage or whatever that they pay they welders. So check out the companies. But I do know for sure that you can dive into $20 an hour, between $20 and $26 an hour in Arkansas. So that's a little bitty place in Arkansas. So just think, throughout Arkansas, you can get anywhere from 20 to 26 with the stick welding. So if you travel and go anywhere, family, you can get better money or you can get more benefits. You know, a lot of different things that can happen, but construction is where it's at. The only downfall about construction is the weather. Sometimes you might not get a 40-hour week. You might not get a 60-hour or 80-hour week. It all depends on the weather sometimes. And that's the only thing that's a downfall to the construction. The storms, the outside elements, if it's cold, if it's hot, that's the only big thing, the big difference. But other than that, you know, You know, to me, that's the biggest thing, because when you inside the shop, you know, you're not exposed to the elements. You know, you're not going through that part of it, so it makes it, you know, they can pay you a little less. They say, well, you're in outside in the heat or in the cold, and everything is laid out on the table, and you know, we paying this light bill in here. So all of that stuff varies in them paying you right, you know, from being in the shop versus being in the field. So I just wanted to give y'all some updates on that. And today, both of them is working. One is working on the overhead, and the other one is working on his vertical. And everybody's doing well. But I wanted to talk about that construction, because the stick is where it's at. In the construction field, you need to learn that 70-18 rod. Now, when you're in the piping, you're going to be doing 60-10 and 70-18 a lot. 60-10, 70-18. But in straight construction, that 70-18 rod, the 70-18 rod, 3/32 or 1/8 inch, it's like God in the construction field. You know, they're going to swear by it, man. If you know how to use that 70-18, family, I'm going to keep it real with you. No matter where you go in the country, you will get a job if you love to do outside work. So if you like doing outside construction work, 70-18 is where it's at. But make sure you master that uphill. Uphill, uphill, uphill. I can't stress that uphill enough. I'm going to say it one more time. Uphill. Take your time and learn it. Don't be in no rush. But once you get that, it's going to change the game for you. I mean, Weston, you just started. So in your personal opinion, how you feel? The uphill is the most difficult one.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
I'm getting it though,
You're getting it. But you starting to see though why it's a little tougher. But once you get that though, you got it. Then you can start, you know, you can walk in and you know, you can throw your belt around and you can say, hey, I need this number. Yeah, you know, you can lead a welding class and go home and tell your mom, hey, you need to cook me something today. I've been welding uphill. I've been working hard today. You need to do something for me. Well, fam, we just wanted to come live, mess around with y'all, fam. I just wanted to say construction is where it's at. But make sure you learn that stick welding rod. That's 70-18. 70-18, family. Learn it. Learn that 70-18. You know, it's like they say, when they make jeans, they go on male and female. They call them unisex. That's how that rod is. It's a unisex rod. It will take you anywhere in the country and get you a bag, family. Y'all be blessed, continue to prosper. We finna get ready to get up out of here soon. I'm gonna let the video go on a little bit more, and then I'm gonna call it a day. But hopefully everybody having a good day. Like I said, I just wanted to come live for a second, talk about construction and talk about the 70-18 rod. Learn how to weld with that 70-18 rod. It's a game changer in construction, family. It is a game changer. HogOn, family, y'all be blessed.